Hello and welcome. My name's Kevin. I'm one of the horticulturalists here at the Greenery Garden and Home. Today's topic is about the ever popular lemons and oranges, and hopefully we'll be able to answer some of the questions that you may have regarding the growing of these particular trees. So we're coming into the fruiting season now in the cooler weather in Melbourne for citrus, and it's a particularly good time for harvesting citrus fruit from trees. As the weather cools down, then the trees produce all the citrus type fruits. Lemons these days come in a range of varieties, and there's some newer varieties. For instance, this Eureka lemon is a seedless lemon, and very popular for its year-round fruiting and very juicy type fruit and a traditional sour lemon taste. One of the easiest lemon trees to grow, as long as it's in a warm, sunny, open position and a well-drained soil, they thrive. Regular feeding helps to encourage fruiting on citrus trees, and regular watering through the hotter, drier weather. Eureka comes in a dwarf variety for those people that don't have a lot of space in the garden or have a courtyard or balcony type garden. They may like to grow a citrus in a pot. They do have dwarf varieties that are more suitable for those smaller, compact areas. This particular lemon, the Eureka seedless lemon, is a larger tree. It's going to average up to about 3 or 4 metres high, but prolific in its fruiting and continuous in its fruiting throughout the year. One of the easiest lemons to grow. We have a great range of lemon trees here at the Greenery Garden and Home throughout the year, but particularly now going into the fruiting season, we have an even larger range. And there's a lemon tree to suit every taste and every size garden. This is a lemonade tree, which is a very sweet lemon, and as the name suggests, can be used for making lemonade. It has the taste of lemonade, not sour like a traditional lemon tree. There's also the ever popular Meyer lemon, which is also a sweet fruiting lemon. They're a bit more compact for people that don't have a lot of space and still want to grow citrus. And the Meyer lemon is very popular in cooking and can be used for various dishes that people might want to make. The Eureka lemon I mentioned is one that fruits all the time. That's a traditional sour lemon, and normally throughout the year you'll have fruit which you can pick and use as needed. There's also the old variety of Lisbon, a larger tree, still quite a popular lemon, traditional sour lemon taste with a large fruit, and generally grows as a bigger tree, maybe to 4 to 5 metres high. I mentioned earlier about the dwarf varieties of lemons. I've got a couple of great examples here. This one has an appropriate name. It's called Lots of Lemons, and it produces fruit over a very long period of time on quite a compact plant. So if you are limited for space, or you like to grow a lemon in a pot, providing it's sunny and it's well watered and well fed, these will produce fruit over a very long period. Average up to about 1 metre high by 1 metre wide. Can be pruned a little if needed, but generally the plant stays fairly compact. This is a dwarf Eureka lemon, again averaging about 1 metre to 1.5 metres high. Providing it's sunny, it will also produce fruit over a long period. This is a traditional sour lemon. The Lots of Lemons is a little bit sweeter in its flavour. Even though the trees are more compact, the fruit is still normal size. So because the tree's smaller doesn't necessarily mean the fruit's going to be smaller as well. And they can be harvested as need be. We have here at the Greenery Garden and Home citrus available in a range of different sizes. For those gardeners who prefer something that's a bit more advanced, then you can buy fairly large citrus trees which are going to bear fruit obviously more quickly and more fruit over a longer period of time. This is a Eureka lemon as a larger plant, and is a traditional growing larger tree, going to average up to about 4 metres high. But for those of you who want something already up and going, then these are a good option. So these are a good alternative for people that don't have a lot of space in the garden, or may like to grow citrus in a pot. This is what's called an espaliered lemon. It's been trained to grow vertically and horizontally rather than growing out as a normal bushy tree. So a great space saving idea, particularly if it is a sunny position. They will be happy in pots or on a northern western fence situation, and occasional prune just to maintain the vertical and horizontal growth habit. Probably an annual prune would be sufficient, and regular feeding. The plant produces fruit as any other lemon tree would. It's just growing in a different style. So these are called espaliered lemons. There's a lot of great new varieties coming onto the nursery scene these days, particularly amongst the oranges. This is a variety called Winter Sunrise, and it's one of the earlier fruiting types of orange. Very sweet, juicy fruit, and has the added benefit of being seedless. So you do away with those annoying pips sometimes when you're eating fruit. They can be a bit of a nuisance. This tree grows probably around about 2 to 3 metres high, and produces fruit over that long period. But for those who want fruit early, this is one of the newer varieties that tend to do that. Nothing better than homemade orange juice. This is a seedless Valencia orange. Valencias can also be used for eating, but they make a fantastic juicing orange. So for those of you who like making their own juices at home, you can't beat the seedless Valencia orange. There is also dwarf varieties of oranges, as with the lemons I mentioned earlier. This is a Washington navel orange. It's going to grow up to about 1.5 metres high. The large traditional size navel orange fruit, suitable for pots or the garden, and regular watering, regular feeding helps promote good fruiting on these trees. This is the dwarf Washington navel. Blood oranges are becoming more popular in Australia, and this is, I've got a couple of new varieties here which have just been released onto the market. This one originated in Italy. It's called Ippolito, and it's a true red pigmented blood orange. Grows to about 3 metres high, can be grown in a pot, and has a very sweet, red, juicy flesh. This is a Caracara blood orange. This is another seedless variety. Has a blushing red flesh, and easy to grow in Melbourne, and again can be grown in a pot or in a garden situation. To get the best out of your oranges and lemons, regular feeding needs to be done. Throughout the warmer weather particularly, it's a good idea to continuously feed citrus, especially if you want to encourage good fruiting and over a longer period of time. There's various types of citrus fertilisers we have here in store. We have the more natural type fertilisers, which are suitable for any citrus or fruit trees in general. And then there's the more controlled release type fertilisers. This is Osmocote, which is suitable for a range of citrus and fruit trees as well. They're all suitable. Everybody has their preferences on the types of fertilisers they like to use. Whatever's more convenient for you, they all will help the tree grow. The trick is to feed them on a regular basis to maintain good growth and encourage better fruit. At the first signs of flowers starting on your citrus trees, it's worth applying potassium. Potassium encourages better quality fruit, often will help with the amount of flowers and the amount of fruit that the tree can produce. This is a powder. It's normally either diluted in water or it's sprinkled onto the root system over the soil and watered in. But it does help to use on all those fruiting type plants if you want better quality fruit and improved colour in the fruit as well. This is sulphate of potash. Well, thanks for watching. Remember that the Greenery Garden and Home is open 6.5 days a week, and any of the horticultural staff here in store will be happy to answer any specific questions you might have regarding lemons and oranges. One of the best plants to have in the garden, and every garden deserves one. So thank you for watching again from Kevin here at the Greenery.